Alright, we are back, and this time it's more of a informational guide and not anything really, how can I put it, too taxing as far as like how to beat certain nodes, but more effectively how in the world to succeed in Marvel Puzzle Quest. Now I know I did a video like this here once before, but it was about a three-part video, and I was talking on a lot of different things, and I kind of didn't have anything planned out, so to speak. So today we're gonna do that there. Hopefully it won't be too long. We'll mix in a little bit of PvP action and go from there. So the first thing that you want to do, that you really want to succeed in Marvel Puzzle Quest, you gotta join an alliance. Alright? So you see here's my alliance. You know, everybody either has played today or, you know, during a stretch of time, you know, they'll be around to play. But, you know, our group is really more of a, I'm not gonna call us a casual group, but I mean we'll come together for alliance events and we'll crush them out, get to the highest rewards. A few of us, you know, we'll go above and beyond in both PvP and PvE, you know, to make sure that our other alliance mates are getting, you know, ISO 8 and hero points and tokens and whatever else you need in the game. Oh, and CP as well. What you want to do, so again, hit the search button for an alliance, and then what you want to do is you want to look for alliances. Now, some of these alliances here are some of the top alliances, and right now they're actually going through and recruiting people to see, you know, if their score is viable to meet up to the standards of their alliance. So as you can see here, like this is just a random alliance here. Like everybody here is about played every day. You know, if you got 4 or 5 dudes or dudettes that, you know, that are strayed away from playing the game for about a couple of days or so, you know, it's okay. Life stuff happens. Like, just looking at this person's roster here, you know, they made the jump into the 3-star land. I mean, well, in the 4-star land now, and so they kind of jumped in with the wrong character thing. You know, that's gonna hurt them a little bit. But what you want to do is, like, you want to make sure, you know, you don't see anybody that's gone for 2-3 months at a time or 2-3 years at a time. You know, to see how their chat is, and, you know, just make sure that they're playing daily, because if they don't play daily, you lose ISO 8, you lose, you know, some rewards from finishing off either alliance events or from PvP or PvE or the overall alliance. The second thing you definitely want to do, you definitely want to at least make sure you're finishing off all you did from daily. But, you know, make sure you got whatever required characters are needed. Boom, boom, boom. Knock it out the way. Same thing with PvE. You know, PvE. Make sure you choose the shield clearance level that's gonna be comfortable for you, and make sure that you're able to complete everything all the way down to the final reward, which, you know, again will be the what used to be the command points, but now it's the shards, because again the shards are going to help improve your 4-star roster a whole heck of a lot, and will improve your roster period. Also too, with versus, this is one thing that I didn't go into detail about in a previous video. So when you go into your season mode, the two main things you want to do. Alright, now if you're just worried, now if you want to get all your progression done, you know, get all the tokens, get all the, you know, get the 1200 points or the 75 wins, and then rank somewhere within, you know, the top 100 in, you know, PvP. What you want to do is you want to choose the very first time shard, time slice, the 7 a.m. Sunday, January, you know, whatever your local time might be. And the thing you're not worried about when it ends. Because again, you're gonna play at the different points of the day. You know, there'll be some points where you can be like, okay, well I can push a little harder with my roster because there's, you know, I'm not gonna get retaliated as much. And there's gonna be points, you know, where you'll get retaliated on, but unless it's a, you know, a super strong roster, you shouldn't have to worry too much about that. This one here is like the death slice. What I mean by the death slice, it's hard to get to 1200 because everybody is trying to knock everybody else down and scrapping for points. Like I used to be up in there. I used to be in also level, well, slice 3. Slice 3 was actually pretty cool, but you know, trying to get to 1200, it took a little bit of effort, and I kind of decided sometime last year, I was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna be serious about wanting to improve my roster even more, go here, get as many, you know, pictures as I can, and go from there. The other thing you want to do in PvP is you want to choose the highest shield clearance level that there is, because look at the rewards though. Get 10 command points, a lot of shards, you know, guaranteed 4-star cover, and your guaranteed 3-star cover, and then all those command points as well. Alright, so again, that's really the main thing you want to do. I'm gonna go in with let's see here. Let's use Ultron, and I'm gonna use Blade. And here again, you really just want to, you know, make sure you put out a team that's strong enough for you to, you know, contend with and win, but at the same time too, you know, the AI, you know, other folks have the opportunity or chance to, you know, retaliate back against you with Thanos, because if he accidentally stuns me before Jean Grey does her thing, yeah, that hurts a little bit. Let's see here, no critical tiles. Well, I wanted to keep the critical tiles on the board, but Oh well, Blade will do his thing. But one of the kind of important things that you definitely want to keep aware of, and as Dr. Doom gets rid of all my strike tiles, is like you want to try and get matches that you can easily win, that can get your confidence up, because a lot of times the thing in PvP, the reason why a lot of folks kind of shy away from it is because, well, you get all these guys and gals with strong enough rosters, and they're punching you down, and you're getting a little bit discouraged. Again, that's the nature of MPQ. So you're gonna get knocked down, but how do you respond after getting knocked down? All right. Now, as far as who should you roster, or who you should focus your energy on in terms of who or what to roster, I actually do have a list here on the side where I got a small list of characters who to work with, who will best improve the game. So I'm gonna look at them real quick after I take this match. Okay, so 3 stars. You should focus on Doctor Strange because of his Flames of the Fall team ability, and plus his blue. I mean, not his, well, yeah, and his blue. Yeah, I don't know why I'm saying. I had 5-star Doctor Strange in my roster, and I was doing things with him, and that kind of threw me off. So you got 3-star Doctor Strange, you got Thanos because of the whole court death. Like that'll help speed up rosters a little bit more. As far as clearing nodes and making sure that all nodes are complete. Okay, then I said Kamala Khan, like she's fantastic for the whole healing thing. You have Iron Man 40, like he's a good choice because he has the ability to help you punch up a little bit in battles that you had no business winning beforehand. So an example would be if you were using Iron Man 40 and you were pairing him up with Doctor Strange, and you kept matching yellow, and then you finally got enough yellow to fire off recharge, and then you can actually activate Doctor Strange's blue to stun whoever was the strongest enemy, and go from there. Alright, so since we got Wanda in the mix, let me go with Archangel. And I don't want to use Blade because Blade will continuously target her, but we can't go with Mantis and hope that she doesn't target Apocalypse with her stun, because that would be not good at all. Alright, then I said Iron Fist, and the reason why Iron Fist, he has a very cheap blue. Oh my gosh, a cheap blue, a cheap purple. I'm looking at Archangel's blue. You got a cheap purple with Iron Fist, and his abilities synergize with one another. Then you got got the 3-star version of Scarlet Witch. Like she can do things with her skills and abilities, like creating oh my gosh, not repeater tiles, but countdown tiles that allow her to go and remove, you know, certain tiles from off the board, or actually convert purple tiles on the board. Which is, again, it's always a good thing. Okay, then I said, now you got Luke Cage. Luke Cage obviously will pair up with Iron Fist, so you'll have, you know, skills and abilities there. Cyclops, because again he's a, you know, pretty hard hitter. No Gene, you can't wake up. Okay, then I said Magneto, and the reason why I chose 3-star Magneto is because he can work with a lot of the characters that you'll probably see in 4-star land, specifically, you know, his daughter Polaris. Let's see here, I don't want you to gain purple. Probably should have went red, but she gets stunned. Okay, then you got Blade. Blade's another character that'll synergize well with Polaris because he makes strike tiles. Then obviously Daken and Wolverine, because, you know, they both heal. It doesn't require you to use health packs. Now the first two, Doctor Strange and Thanos that I listed, now those two they're pretty much non-negotiable. Like if you're making a jump into 3-star land, have one of the two of those guys that are sharded. And for those who don't know how the shard system works, then you go to Black Panther, for instance. So you see this little box here where it has the number over the listed number here, 300. As you go into higher levels, 4 stars would be 400, 5 stars would be 500, and then you get shards just by either opening tokens, all tokens in the game that aren't in a vault, and you get shards from getting your 2 stars and 3 stars farmed up. So that's another thing that's important too. Get your 2-star, 3-star farm up and going, and it'll pay dividends. Now, as you can see with my roster, I'm trying to pare my farm down, but I'm to a point in the game where I don't have to think too much about my 2-star roster. It's like, oh, okay, I need to go and pull tokens and, you know, make sure that you know, some covers are filled up with characters, some are not. So if somebody looks a little bit uneven, you know, I didn't get enough pulls to get them leveled up the way that I want them to. But here, like I said, that's the box there. That box there will let you know if you have the character sharded or not. Excuse me, on the main menu. So as you can see right there, boom, he's sharded there. And now anytime that you open tokens that have like these style tokens here, like anything that's in the recruit section, if you open tokens there, that'll give you shards for whoever that you have targeted for shards. So Again, if you're building up your 3-star roster, again, find your Doctor Strange, get them shard targeted. Then once you get your 13 covers for Doctor Strange, then you switch to Thanos. Get your 13 covers for Thanos, then go for either Iron Fist or Kamala Khan or Luke Cage or whomever that you choose. Then as far as the 4 stars go, once you get all of your 3 stars rostered up, that's when you want to start opening up your big tokens, like your heroics, your mighty tokens, but standards and elite tokens, which I don't have any elite tokens because I opened up before I had I was thinking about recording, and then afterwards I'm like, I probably should have saved those stuff. But once you get enough of those heroics and mighty tokens stockpiled up, and once you get your 4-star roster built up either through shards or by building your roster by playing PvP, like then you want to open your mighty tokens up. Then you want to open up your elite your heroic tokens up. And then whenever you make the jump to 5-star land, say hopefully you will have enough shards saved. Say where you, not shards, but you have enough shards saved, and you have enough command points saved that you can roster up everything that you pull from. Oh, excuse me. Now, one of the things though, like in terms of 4-star land, like the folks that you want to have rostered in 4-star land, again, you want to shoot for a Polaris, you want to shoot for a Rocket and Groot, Sabretooth, Morbius, Mantis, who we use because again, you match a special tile with Mantis. That's a random 4-turn stun against anybody. Captain Marvel, Modern, Peggy Carter, Captain America, Karnak, America Chavez, Vulture, Medusa, Iceman, Carnage, again. But the first 3 are pretty much non-negotiable. Polaris, Rocket and Groot, and Sabretooth, because chances are when you jump in PvP, you're probably going to see, Rocket and Groot and Polaris paired up together, at least in 4-star land. And now with Sabretooth, you have an option to counter back against those teams there. Or if you use, if you have Morbius on your side with Sabretooth, boom. Alright, now, one thing that I also failed to mention was about how to use all of your tokens. So let's get into this match here real quick. Bring Blade back up in here. And we'll target Hela because she will be annoying. But what you want to do, like as far as opening tokens up, is that even though there's a temptation for you to open every token that you see, don't do that. And the reason why is it'll put you in a situation in which you'll be in a level or levels in the game that you probably, you're not ready for in the game. So an example would be if you open up tokens and then you put yourself in a PvE event, and the enemies that are in the game are definitely more stronger than what your roster is capable of, then you gotta worry about, oh man, I gotta face off against a 5-star so and so, or this character here, they're too strong for my roster and I can't quite get over them because I open up tokens way too early, and now I gotta deal with the fact that my roster may or may not be strong enough to contend with or handle any of the characters that my opponents have. So, like I said, you just want to be mindful of all the tokens that you open up. If you can open up the standard tokens, like no reason to really hide behind them. Just open up the standard tokens. You might get a 3-star on your roster, but if you're in an early point of the game, that's okay. Because again, mainly you'll need to get those 2 stars rostered, get your 3 stars rostered. Then once you start getting levels on them, getting them champion, then you want to start rounding out that roster a little bit more. Then when you get all 47 up on your roster in some form or fashion, then you want to start opening up 4 stars. Those elite, those mighty tokens, those heroic tokens. You want to fill out your roster that way. Just keep building that way. Keep building that way. Keep building that way. Don't touch your stash of command points. Because you're gonna need those command points to get into 5-star land, where I'm at. And as long as you're doing that method there, I promise you your gameplay is gonna be a lot less headache inducing. Also too, with hero points, the only time you really want to use hero points is if you're using those for rostering characters. Now I'm gonna be at the point where whenever I roster my 300th character, I'm gonna be paying 2,000 hero points per character, but I have enough of a cushion to where that's not gonna hurt me too much, because I'm gaining back hero points each time I cycle through a new champion. All right. And let's see here. Was there anything else? Supports. I did a video on support, so you can look at that video there to figure out which supports might be best for certain characters. But I will open up 50 mighty tokens just so you can see, the flow of characters that you'll get. Like if you're building a 3-star roster, you're like, okay, cool. There's Magneto, there's Blade. A lot of the characters that I mentioned in the video, there's Vulture, somebody else I mentioned. I finally got another Echo cover. That's well, good, decent, whatever the case might be. Like I said, you just want to, slowly build that roster up. Slowly build it up. And then, see, and I got shards here to build to my Cyclops, got shards to build to my Morbius. We'll click claim again, because again, they're just trying to get those endorphins, satisfied, to get everything good to go. Now, if you really need to fix that itch in terms of, oh man, I need to open up some tokens, what I would recommend that you do, like if you're in 4-star land, 4-star land transition to 5, and this is a good way to practice hoarding. It's like, take your taco vaults, either your sweet taco vaults, your spicy taco vaults, or I'm gonna scroll down, see if I can find it, or your savory taco vault. And what you want to do is, like, you want to see what the featured 4-star character is. Okay, if the featured 4-star character is someone that will give you either a legendary token, some command points, or shards for a character, go ahead and open it up. See how many pulls it takes you to get the character that you need. Then when that's done, you don't open them again until you get about to 300, and then you just repeat the process over and over again until you get a feel of, okay, I don't need to worry about opening tokens anymore. I've rewired my brain to not be as impulsive about opening tokens, because again, when you get to a certain point in the game, for me, it's only if it's not a purple token, I don't really care, because it's not going to improve my roster already even further. All right, I know it sounds kind of mean, kind of harsh. It's just, when you're at 5-star land, the only thing that's gonna move your roster even more is 5-star covers. So again, like I said, get those, so just try and work and build on those skills and abilities in terms of, gathering resources. It's just like any other game that you might play, like an RPG or whatever, where you have to gather resources. So slowly but surely gather resources. Make sure you do your Deadpool daily every day. Make sure you're succeeding in PvP. Going through, taking the time out. Defeat a few opponents here and there. Making sure that their rating reward, making sure that's anything over 38. If it's anything that's not 38, for example, this here, hit that skip button. Keep it going. And if you saying that when you're done with PvP, or the entirety of the event, hit that shield button, shield for however long is left in the event, and then don't even think about PvP. Shield season here, just wait until the season's about to wind down, so everybody will be fighting then, and you'll be able to sneak through and get to 2,000 pretty pretty effectively and efficiently. So, oh, and then the last thing too, I forgot about too, is the milestones. The milestones are a good way to get shards and covers and hero points and tokens and shards and all that good stuff. CP to to help build up your roster even more. So just pay attention as to what milestones are available and what shards that they give you. So remember, like here, this will give me 600 shards for whoever my favorite 5-star character is. And in this case here, it's a Okoye, so boom. There's 600 shards for Okoye, but if there's another 5-star that you need that needs those shards more than that there, then make sure you favorite that person there and then unfavorite the other person. So hopefully, again, I hope this little brief overview helps you out a little bit. It's a lot longer than what I thought it would be. I was kind of shooting for 30 minutes, but ended up being over 36 as of the end of this recording. But again, if you like it, give me feedback. Didn't like it, give me feedback. Only thing I want to do is make sure that you guys succeed. That's it. So, as I always say, be excellent to one another. Make sure you're hitting on the nose to the best of your abilities, and don't give up. If the game gives you some bad matches, look here. Game gives me bad matches all the time. It's how you persevere, behind those bad matches, where you got to get better at making matches with gems. I know. So, till the next video.